Hey guys, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, and welcome back to another YouTube video. And today I've been watching all the stuff about Operation Neon Dawn, which is the next season in Rainbow Six Siege. And I would actually like to share my thoughts on it. You know, there's a lot of changes from Jaeger's ADS. They're removing a couple shields from some ops. But I think the big cherry on top that I don't see anyone talking about so far is Twitch getting flashbangs. Now, I honestly, in this kind of meta, think that Twitch getting flashbangs would have been a decent change. But with all of these nerfs, I think Twitch getting flashbangs is like gonna make her relevant, basically, right? Not an S tier operator at all, but I think she's gonna get combined with a lot of operators because let's think about this for a second. If you pick, let's just say, without any changes, you pick Twitch, right? You have two Twitch drones that can deal with utility. I mean, it's really hard to even get off two zaps from one drone. So the way that I look at it is you're pretty much guaranteed, sort of, because people are going to be expecting your Twitch drone. You have to be good with it. Guaranteed two zaps, and then the rest are a risk. Now you have those two zaps along with three flashbangs to deal with something like ADSs or Wamai frisbees, and you take that, right, that part of Twitch, and combine it with another denial operator, like the Thatcher or the Zero who's coming in to competitive, and you've got yourself an operator that's kind of like the Wamai of attack, you know? If you guys remember when Wamai came out, a lot of people were like, oh, you know, Wamai is a alternative to Jaeger, but it turns out Wamai is really freaking good when you combine him with Jaeger, right? Now let's think about this for a second. With the ADSs and the frisbees, I call them frisbees, at most, that's, well, not at most, but in a Pro League scenario with everything's all focused, that's 8 pieces of denial, right? Because the ADS, most likely, as soon as that thing gets zapped, they're going to use that time, right? So let's just say in a perfect world, that's 8 pieces of utility, plus all the extra Maestro crap and shields and whatnot. Well, Twitch, if you remember before, has 3 flashbangs plus 2 Twitch drones that, if you're smart enough, you're pretty much guaranteed to get at least one zap off. That's 5. Zero, that's 4. You can either use his camera for ADS burn or use it to zap crap. And then Thatcher's Thatcher. A lot of times you'll see in Pro League, Thatcher will throw some Thatcher grenade maybe at a Jaeger ADS or something like that, and it will disable the ADS and allow someone to nade the shield that it's protecting. Not to mention, Callie's still on the board, although I think this flashbangs to Twitch makes her a little bit more valuable than Callie, because Callie only has 3 pieces of denial. Granted, Callie's denial type, projectiles are also, that sort of shield break, right? You can break a shield or deny something behind the wall. So I think what we're going to see here is, Maverick can deny everything, but he's a risk, right? When you brought Twitch before, Twitch was high risk, low reward with the drones. Now you have some guaranteed value with flashbangs in common spots and the Twitch drone to boot. You have Zero, who's kind of in the middle of risk and reward. Thatcher, who's infinite reward for low risk. And Callie, who's kind of high risk, high reward type situations. And I think what you're going to see is a combination of those 4 operators along with an additional explosive type operator or 2 that are really just going to start annihilating everything. Well, maybe not annihilate is the right word, but that's the thing you're going to see. Because if you guys don't know, all of these changes are fine. Ash loses flashbangs. Jaeger's ADS. The 2 shields, well, Maya and Valk shields are gone. You think about that, Doki has frags, right? You think about all those changes without the Twitch flashbangs. They just kind of shift the stuff around. Twitch gets flashbangs, that's some guaranteed value. I actually think in Pro League that IQ's pick rate's going to go down a lot. Because, not only because of the Echo drone, the non-invisible Echo drones, but I think also because Twitch now, with the drones, if you bring a Twitch, you have the 2 drones to be able to zap the Valk cams and look for Valk cams, of course. But if you bring IQ, you don't have any flashbangs. You don't have any nades. You don't have any smokes. Where if you bring Twitch, you've got 3 flashbangs if your drones are gone. Along with, by the way, if you can control it, one of the best guns on attack. I think the G8's still a bit better than the FAMAS, but I'm not going to be unhappy if I'm stuck with a FAMAS. So this is the type of thing I've been thinking about with Twitch. I think Twitch is going to be one of those ops where you can interchange her. Let's say, between her and Zero, right? Zero's got the Hard Breach tool, so if you want to complement, maybe do a Hibana Zero Hard Breach, right? Because Hibana all of a sudden can do she can do a lot of stuff. Maybe combine Hibana and Zero, combine the Zero and the Twitch and the Thatcher. There's a bunch of different combos, the Thatcher, Twitch, Zero, Callie, that you can combine, and they all have slightly different strengths. That's a big one here, is that Twitch before was less of Callie, Zero, and Thatcher. She was less because she only had the 2 drones. Now, they all have their different strengths. Zero has the 4 projectiles and the Hard Breach tool that can also zap Goyo shields and Miras. Twitch can destroy Miras, has the 2 drones and the 3 flashbangs. Thatcher is Thatcher. He just does everything. Then Callie, who can either blow up a shield, kind of like Ace, or get wall denial if you really need that wall denial, and they have the Twitch and Zero game on point, right? And you still have Ace. If you don't ban Ace, you can combine Ace with Twitch, right? I mean, if you combine Ace with Twitch and you somehow, let's say the enemies are impact tricking, right? So you might make an Ace hole, right? So you make an Ace hole with 1 Ace charge, let's just say, and you burn your other 2, you still have 2 smoke grenades, the Twitch drone, and the flashbang. So I think it all works out. And I think that this kind of change, how we felt like the sight changes and the 1.5x and stuff were, honestly, a lot of us who've been playing this game for a long time thought that it was one of the best updates. I can definitely see all of these changes being really good for the game. I think it's really healthy for Siege, and it's going to start us entering this new meta where, we might start calling it the projectile meta because there's less crap, but I think what it's doing is it's unrestricting the meta, right? Ashe is, you don't pick Ashe, Zofia, Ace, and some other wall denial like Thatcher, Callie, or Twitch, and the +1 maybe, right? Maybe it's guaranteed that you're gonna have a Hard Breacher, right? Some combination of Callie, Thatcher, Twitch, and Zero. You're gonna bring 2 of those. That's 3. Maybe an extra Hard Breacher or a Flank Watch as Nomad. If you bring Zero, that gives you room for a +1. If you don't want to bring Nomad, that's a +2. And all of the kind of meta ops are starting to really, even if you bring a Doki for a weird strat, you're not totally penalizing yourself. So I think the big change here is Twitch's flashbangs combined with everything else. I think it makes Twitch a lot stronger. And that's what I'm really excited for, is Twitch being stronger, and it's showing that very simple changes, right? 1 more Ashe charge, removing flashbangs from Ashe, or doing all this stuff, is showing that at least it's most obvious to me with Twitch. Okay, I don't know if I see really any other operators becoming more prevalent. We could see Jaeger becoming less prevalent to swap someone for some other piece of utility, right? I think Warden's going to get picked more for sure, because a lot of people play Warden on certain sites. I definitely think Warden, the guy who we always make jokes, right? We used to, when Warden came out, that he was so niche that you only bring him for Yang counters. You might pick Warden for a shield now. Warden's pick rate's going to go up, and Twitch's pick rate's going to go up. Who's going to go down? I don't know. I could definitely see maybe Jaeger or Wamai's pick rate being down, but even then, that's still, 3 grenade denials is pretty good. Wamai with 5 frisbees is still really good. I think that, they're not as overpowered, right? I think you could get away with, if you picked, let's say, an Ella for the shield over a Jaeger for the things, what does he have, or maybe even an Echo, I think it would be understandable. Maybe still be like, okay, yeah, we need those ADSs, right? So we might see flashbangs being used as flashbangs for once. I don't remember the last time I watched competitive Siege and saw flashbangs actually flashbanging people, right? In ranked, it can happen. In Comp Siege, it very rarely happens. And nowadays, sometimes it happens to the Warden, so he doesn't get flashbanged. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it, guys. I'm really excited to see Twitch's pick rate come up. I just think Twitch is a cool operator, and that's what I'm seeing the most, is a Twitch pick rate up and a Warden a little bit. I don't know that much about how the pros view Warden. So, other than a guy who can soak flashbangs in a shield and the Ying Blitz counter, you know. So, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope my thoughts are understandable in this video. I'm really excited for this season. I don't think the new op... I'm excited, of course, for the new op and the new Skyscraper rework. But just... I think a lot of these changes are going to be really, really good for Siege. So, yeah. I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer. I suck just as bad as you do at video games, and I'll see you guys in the next one.